guys, Dennis here. I'm with
Joey. How you doing?
and here we're today talking about Fallout 76, and more specifically, the details that came out yesterday at Bethesda's conference, and kind of let's talk about what we're excited about, what we're kind of nervous about, and should fans be worried, because there's been a lot of talk about this game before they announced the details and then after.
Yeah, so the trailer dropped about a week ago, and from then on, people have been speculating wildly about what Fallout 76 was going to be. Is it going to be a battle royale? Is it going to be a different game? Is it going to be Fallout Shelter on console, just being in-engine version of Fallout Shelter? It sounds like it's going to be none of those things, and also all of those things. Break it down for us.
Yeah, so it is an online game. Online only.
Not online.
No, it's online only.
It's online only.
It's you can play solo, but you need an internet connection. This is what
Got
I heard.
it.
So I guess it kind of sucks. I mean, I think myself and yourself, it's probably not going to affect us because we're constantly online. We have broadband, but I guess people who don't have broadband are kind of.
So you need to be connected to a network. You need to be connected to the internet, but you're not necessarily playing online with other people.
You don't have to. You don't have to play with other people, so you can level up your character, do the quests and whatnot. And so this Todd Howard talked about, this is 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
Yeah, it's a huge new world, and honestly, I'm excited to see the way that they're looking at West Virginia in this. They have different environment than we've been in before. And especially because it is earlier and it's uninhabited by people coming out of the vaults.
Yeah, because this is a prequel to all the other Fallouts. It takes place practically almost 100 years before the first Fallout. Because the rest, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4, they're all kind of in chronological order.
Okay.
But this one takes place before the first Fallout. Here's some of the monsters they have, and they've taken some of the things from West Virginia folklore. They have the Grafton monster. They have the Scorch Beast.
The Scorch Beast was one of the biggest things in the trailer that I really gravitated towards. Everyone was like, oh, it's like a winged flying death claw. It's like a giant bat thing. It looks terrifying.
Yeah, and then they also have mutants, which they're not super mutants because in the lore of Fallout, super mutants hadn't been kind of created yet. So now these mutants are smaller. They said more human-like, but they're still mutants nonetheless.
Okay. They're like on the way to becoming super mutants.
And then we have Orange-Eyed Bug, which
the animation for that looked awesome in the reveal. By the way, the way that the smoke was dripping off of it and stuff like that.
Crone. This kind of looked like more of a horror-like type
the funky
creature.
Holes in the arms and everything.
Yeah. Then we have the Rad Wasp, which was interesting. I'm already scared of wasps as it is. Gas Mask Hunchback. Liberator MK2, which is a robot, probably a killer robot there. Then we have a Long-Tongued Mutant.
So we got some terrifying new monsters to face, and particularly with some of those larger ones like the Grafton monster and the Scorch Beast, they look like they're designed for multiplayer in that you probably
need multiple people to take
them down. And honestly, I would imagine that this means that we're probably not going to be playing with companions in Fallout 76, and the multiplayer is kind of taking the place of that. So maybe they are on the same scale as things that you would have fought with your companions if your companions knew what the heck they were doing whenever you play, and they didn't just immediately run in and die.
Yeah, so if you...
I'm only a little bit.
So if you play solo, then you have no companions and you have no one helping you. That's why they kind of encourage... Todd Howard mentioned this several times. This is going to encourage multiplayer, like going co-op with other people, because you're going to need them to take down these bigger monsters. And they showed some footage, kind of this co-op style, where even after you kill a large monster, you can take a selfie or whatever picture with it.
And it reminds me a lot of Destiny in that sense, the way they talked about servers, not being servers of thousands or servers of hundreds, being servers of dozens, and not ever really seeing evidence of the servers, and the way they want a squad mentality, and the way that you have the emote communication and things like that. So if you like the version of online multiplayer that we get in Destiny, hopefully this is what we get. But the question that does bring up for me is the effect that you have on the universe. Because with Destiny, you can do the same mission over and over again, and that captain that you've killed once, you can go in and kill 100 times with different players, with yourself. But with Fallout, there were always consequences to killing someone or completing a mission or something like that. And now, is that going to be the case?
Yeah, it's interesting because if your character dies, they said you will not lose any progress with your character, right? I don't know about your. I'm sure your items probably stay with you as well. But is it going to be like a Red Dead Redemption situation where in the online, if there was a region and you and some other people go clear it out, like you said, like you leave. Like 5 minutes later, it would respawn. And so I don't know if that's the case with this as well.
They did talk about introducing nukes into the game, so you could go and find nuclear launch codes within the world and launch a nuke and clear out an entire area. That might be their kind of like hard reset of an area. But the building mechanics that were in Fallout 4 are coming to Fallout 76, but bigger and better.
Yes, and hopefully easier. I didn't have the easiest time building in Fallout 4.
So they've got the camp system, and with that, you can build anywhere. I think what that means is not that you can just build anywhere. You can set the camp anywhere and then build within a region of the camp. That's my interpretation of it. They didn't really elaborate. Hopefully we'll find out more on the E3 floor. What did you think about it?
I loved it, especially for a game that's going to be multiplayer. That means you could be at base camp, building the camp, and maybe your friend is out scavenging for stuff that you need in order to build like another part of your new settlement, or you're both building it together, and it leads to a lot of possibilities, a lot of cooperation. Also, in multiplayer, you can be attacked by other people, so not everyone can be on your side. If they choose to, they can attack you. So you can have your camp, they can have their camp. That's another thing with the nukes. If you get the nuclear access codes and you know where their camp is, you can nuke their camp.
I think there's a lot less kind of object permanence in this version, because I think that what might happen with the camps is it might be like a Dragon Ball Z Capsule Corp kind of thing, where you drop it down and whatever you've built pops up in that location, and you've kind of got a preset build. So that might be the way that they let you build and let you build out, but not tie it down to the actual map, which would be kind of disappointing. I hope that's not what they do, but that's kind of my worry with what they showed and the idea of the camps.
I think what it is it's like a starter kit. Like you set up the camp, and then it sets up kind of the basic necessities that you need, and then you build out from there. And not only is it you have to worry about other online players attacking you, the monsters come and attack you as well. So you have to set up some sort of security system, because you're not always going to be at base camp. You're going to go away and complete other quests and missions and trying to level up. Another question, people have is with the that's my biggest concern, I think, is with the quests. Is it just going to be very simplified quests? Because then, in order for it to respawn and not affecting storyline and whatnot, is it like that, or is it more? Because the thing that we love about Fallout is they kind of have these more intricate storylines that are woven into the quests.
Yeah, so what is going to get dumbed down? We could probably take a look at Elder Scrolls Online to see their version of quests that work in an online universe, though this is not going to be as much of a pseudo MMO as Elder Scrolls Online is. This is going to be kind of this middle ground, lukewarm.
He called it softcore survival.
Was the word
he said softcore survival.
Yeah. So and obviously used to describe something different in the moment, but it seems to fit on a lot of these things. Hopefully, it's something that all comes together, though.
Yes, I think execution is key. I'm actually really excited for it. I know a lot of people are worried about, what I love about Fallout, is that going to be gone? I don't think so. I think this is just, the online part is just to enhance the gameplay. The only concern I have is that kind of the quests and how that integrates with, let's say you complete a quest and your friend hasn't. Is it just still going to be there and you both complete it together? Or is it going to be a situation where, okay, you guys get to choose maybe whose kind of storyline you're following?
Yeah, I don't think the stuff that I love about Fallout is going to be gone, because one of the things that I love the most about Fallout is that the game is usually pretty broken, and nothing breaks a game more than making it an online game with worlds that have to consistently change across servers or stay the same across servers. So I'm very excited to see what comes out of this. And Todd Howard was pretty good about addressing the fact that Bethesda games have had issues in the past, and online does not help those things. So they can joke about it, and it's good that they can laugh at themselves. They didn't give us any kind of assurance that it wasn't going to happen, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to start the beta. The game comes out November 14th of this year, so that's not a lot of time. So they hopefully will be testing the hell out of this thing.
I am definitely going to see if I can beta test this, and I want to see if whatever happens in the beta test stays on any server, because that would be a really cool thing to just build something there, and then when the game launches, have it still be there.
Yeah. On a side note, they announced also a collector's edition that's going to have a glow-in-the-dark map and a wearable power helmet.
Yeah.
T51 power helmet.
I am so excited to take all the collector's editions, put them together, have that power helmet, have the Pit Boy from the previous one, and just sit there and eventually I just want to build the full outfit
and play the game that way.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
All right, guys. So that's what we think. Are you worried about Fallout 76? Is this game going to satisfy the hardcore Fallout fans? Or is it supposed to be just open up to more broader audience? I'm excited for it. I think if they execute it the way they plan on doing it, I think this will be something that I've actually always talked about. Fallout is great, I love it, but being able to play with a friend, I think, would help enhance that experience.
I think that co-op is one of the biggest things that Fallout has been missing for the longest time, and personally, I think they might have overshot it a little bit by going as online as they are, not just being able to drop into your world. But I'm excited to see what comes out of this. I loved Fallout 4 and New Vegas, so I'm absolutely excited.
All right, guys. So post your comments below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, youtube.com/ColliderGames. We're going to be covering E3 all week. Joey, where can people find you?
People can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Joey Rassool, RASSOOL.
And you can find me on Twitter @ThinkHero, Instagram, Dennis.tzng. We'll see you guys next time.